Hey, welcome back to Dr. Visit English, describing symptoms and concerns. I'm Zach, and today we're going practical. How to book an appointment, explain what's wrong, and ask clear follow-up questions so you leave the clinic with confidence.
And I'm Emily. You'll hear real phrases from our own experiences, not textbook lines. We'll show gentle ways to describe symptoms, check details politely, and understand advice. By the end, you should feel calmer and more prepared.
Quick story. Last month, I had a weird skin problem. I didn't know the word, so I told the nurse, "I have red, itchy spots on my arm." She said, "Sounds like a rash." That word means irritated skin with small bumps. I asked, "Should I avoid lotion?" And she appreciated the clear question.
That reminds me, I had a telehealth call for a stomach ache. I said, "The pain started 2 days ago. It's a dull ache, not sharp." Dull means low, steady pain. Sharp is strong and quick. Giving the time, place, and type made the doctor understand fast.
So here's our plan. First, booking the appointment, phone or online. Then, describing symptoms with simple frames. When it started, where it is, how strong. We'll role-play a friendly doctor-patient chat and highlight polite follow-up questions you can use naturally.
If something isn't clear, try small phrases like, "Could you repeat that?" Or, "Just to confirm, I take this twice a day?" Clarify simply means make meaning clear. Questions like these save time and prevent mistakes with medicine or instructions.
If this sounds useful, tap subscribe now and turn on notifications. We post new, easy English episodes every week, so you can build vocabulary and confidence without stress.
Today's key words include appointment, symptom, prescription, dosage, allergy, and follow-up. Don't worry, we'll explain them inside real conversations, so they stick in your memory and feel natural when you speak.
Grab your tea, take a breath, and let's start with booking the appointment. Simple steps, friendly tone, real phrases you can use today. Okay, let's get into booking the appointment. This part can feel stressful, but it doesn't have to be. When I call or go online, I keep 3 things ready: a short reason, my available times, and my contact details. With those, the conversation moves smoothly.
Last winter, I woke up with a sore throat and a light fever. I phoned the clinic. I started with, "Hi, I'd like to schedule an appointment." The receptionist asked for my name and date of birth. Then, "What's the reason?" I kept it short. "Sore throat, started today." She offered in-person or telehealth and gave 2 times.
Did you ask for the earliest slot, or did you pick a time that fit your day? I sometimes forget to check morning versus afternoon and then have to change it later.
I said, "Earliest available is fine," and added, "It's not an emergency." That helped her prioritize. When she suggested 10:40, I repeated the details. "Just to confirm, today at 10:40, Main Street Clinic." Non-urgent simply means it can wait a little. Urgent means it needs care quickly.
For online forms, it's similar. Last month, I booked through my clinic's website. There was a menu for reason for visit. I chose cold or flu symptoms, then typed notes: mild cough, low fever, started Sunday. I selected 2 possible times, hit submit, and got a confirmation email and a text reminder.
What did you put in the notes besides symptoms? Sometimes the form asks for duration or triggers. And did it let you attach a photo, like a rash?
Yeah, it had sliders for duration and severity. I chose 3 days and moderate. Severity just means how strong the problem feels. I also ticked no known allergies. Clear notes save time because the nurse reads them before the visit and knows what to prepare.
On the phone, I like 3 tiny moves: confirm, check options, and ask instructions. I'll say, "Just to confirm, Tuesday at 9 a.m. with Dr. Lee." Then, "Is there an earlier slot?" Slot means a time opening. Finally, "Do I need to bring ID or a list of medicines?"
And if I need sooner care, I'll ask, "Any cancellations today?" Or, Do you have a wait list? Last week, the receptionist said, "We have availability at 2:15. Availability simply means free times. I answered, "Great, I'll take it," and asked, "Where do I check in when I arrive?"
Quick recap. Decide phone or online. Give a short reason, share when you're free, and confirm details. Add one clear question, like instructions or cost, and you're done. These small phrases make booking faster, and you sound calm, organized, and polite.
Let's dig into the heart of clinic talks, describing symptoms clearly. I think of 4 points: time, place, pain scale, and triggers. When those are clear, the nurse or doctor understands fast, and you feel more in control of the visit.
A while back, I had a strong headache. At check-in, I said, "It started yesterday afternoon." Time matters, when it began and how long it lasted. I added, "It's on and off." Then place, mostly behind my left eye. I used the pain scale, about a 7 out of 10. I told them it felt throbbing, like a drumbeat. Throbbing just means pulsing pain. That simple frame helped the doctor focus.
Did they ask follow-ups about location? Like if it stayed in one spot or spread to your temple? Those small details are gold, because place can guide the cause and the treatment.
Exactly. I said, "It starts behind the eye and sometimes spreads to my temple." Spread just means it moves from one area to another. For triggers, I noticed bright light and not drinking enough water made it worse. Resting in a dark room gave relief. Relief means it felt better.
Speaking of that, last week I rolled my ankle playing basketball. I told the nurse, "It began last night during the game." Place, outside of the left ankle. Pain scale, 6. I added, "Walking downstairs makes it worse. Ice helps." The pain was dull, not sharp. Dull is steady and low. Sharp is quick and strong. There was mild swelling. My skin looked puffy around the bone.
Did it stay the same all day or did it change? Sometimes the pattern matters. Constant or comes and goes, morning versus evening, after activity or after rest. And did you feel any tingling or numbness?
It came and went. Worse when I put weight on it, easier when I sat down. No numbness, no fever. That short list, what makes it worse or better, saves time. The nurse wrote it down before the doctor came in, which made the exam faster.
My simple script goes like this, in one breath. It started 2 days ago. It's on the left side, near the temple. The pain is a 7. Bright light makes it worse. Water and rest help. No fever. It's natural, short, and complete. Time, place, scale, triggers.
Quick language tip on time. I use since for a starting point, since Monday, and for a period, for 2 days. I also add frequency words, sometimes, often, always, every evening. Those tiny words paint a clear picture of the problem.
For place, simple words help. Left, right, upper, lower, front, back, behind, under. I once told a dentist, a deep ache in the lower left molar. Deep means it feels inside, not on the surface. Clear location leads to better questions and faster care.
On the pain scale, 0 is no pain, 10 is the worst pain you can imagine. Many clinics also use mild, moderate, and severe. I usually say about a 6 and add a comparison. It stops me from jogging, but I can walk. That shows impact on daily life.
Triggers can be food, movement, stress, weather, or light. Once, dairy upset my stomach. Cutting it out brought relief. With allergies, dust made my nose run, but a mask helped. Mini recap. Say when it started, where it is, how strong, and what changes it. That clear map makes the next part, the exam and advice, much smoother.
Walking into the clinic, I look for the check-in desk and take a breath. I smile and say, "Good morning." Check-in just means you tell the front desk you've arrived so they can put your name in the system.
Last week, I arrived 10 minutes early. I told the receptionist, "Emily Carter, I have a 9:30 appointment." She asked for my date of birth, then my ID and insurance card. I confirmed, so 9:30 with Dr. Patel, right? There was a small copay. Copay means the little fee you pay at the visit.
Did they ask you to update anything? I usually get an intake form, address, emergency contact, and a short box to write why I'm here. It's quick, but I like to read it carefully so nothing is missing.
Yeah, I updated my phone number and added, sore throat since yesterday, mild fever. While waiting, I made friendly small talk about the cold weather. A tiny chat like, stay warm out there, relaxes my nerves and keeps the tone kind.
Speaking of timing, once I was running late. I called ahead and said, "I'm 5 minutes late, is that okay?" The receptionist appreciated the heads up and still kept my spot. I ended with, "Thanks for understanding," which helped the conversation feel respectful.
Soon the nurse opened the door and called my name. She led me to a small room and took vitals, blood pressure with a cuff on my arm, temperature, and pulse. I gave a one-breath summary. Started yesterday evening, sore throat and low fever, worse at night, no allergies. Short, clear, done.
When they asked about medicines, I said, ibuprofen, 200 milligrams, twice a day. I added, it's over the counter, which means you can buy it without a prescription. I also said, no known allergies, so they knew it was safe for me.
If you forget a name, describe it simply. The blue allergy pill, or a cough syrup at night. I often ask, could you spell that? And type it in my notes app. No pressure to be perfect. Clarity is the goal.
Small talk with the nurse also helps. I'll say, how's your day going? Or, is it busy today? If I'm unsure about timing, I ask politely, about how long might the wait be? About gives a soft estimate and keeps the question gentle.
Typical nurse questions are simple and important. Any fever or cough? Have you traveled recently? Are you taking any new medicines? Sometimes they ask for a pain scale from 0 to 10, or what makes the problem better or worse. Those details guide the doctor.
Quick recap. Check in with a hello, confirm your time, handle ID and copay, and complete the form. Use small talk to relax. With the nurse, share a short summary, list medicines and allergies, and ask polite timing questions if you need to.
Once that part flows, the doctor's visit already feels easier. Stay calm, be clear, and don't rush. Up next, we'll sit down with the doctor and turn those details into good advice you can actually use.
When the doctor walks in, I say hello and sit up straight. They usually ask, what brings you in today? I give a one-breath story. Headache since yesterday, left side, pain about 6, worse in bright light, no fever. Short, calm, complete.
I like to add my main concern so they understand the goal. I'll say, I'm worried it might be contagious, or I need to feel well enough to work tomorrow. Concern just means what you're afraid of, or what matters most right now.
How do you handle medical history? Do you start with allergies first, or do you go medicines, past problems, then family history? I always wonder about the best order when my brain is stressed.
My simple order is allergies, medicines, conditions, family. Allergies first, like penicillin, rash. Medicines with dose and schedule. Conditions means long-term issues. Chronic just means it lasts a long time. Family history is health in close relatives. I'll say, my mom has migraines, because it can guide the doctor's thinking.
That reminds me of my sinus infection last year. I told the doctor, this feels similar. Pressure under my eyes, worse when I lean forward. I also said, no smoking, no recent flights. Then I asked, could this be sinus again, or just a bad cold? Honest guesses help them check the right thing.
When they explain the plan, I keep it friendly and clear. Just to check, do I need antibiotics or is this viral and I should rest? Antibiotics treat bacteria, not viruses. That quick line saves confusion and avoids taking medicine you don't need.
I also repeat the instructions out loud, almost like a checklist. So, ibuprofen, 200 milligrams with food twice a day for 3 days, and come back if I get a fever. That repeat is called teach back. It shows you understand. Red flags are warning signs to return quickly.
If tests are ordered, I ask 2 tiny questions. When will results be ready? And how will you contact me? Call, text, or the patient portal? Portal is just the clinic's website or app where your messages and results appear.
I sometimes request a work note or a visit summary. I'll say, could you please write the medicine name and dose? Or, could you spell that? Getting it written helps with pronunciation, and it avoids mistakes at the pharmacy.
Quick recap. Start with your one-breath story. Add allergies, medicines, and conditions. Share family history. State your main concern. Then, repeat the plan and red flags. Stay polite and honest. Up next, we'll clarify medication instructions and easy follow-up steps.
So now we're at the follow-up and medication part, the moment where clear instructions really matter. I like to slow down and ask 2 things: how to take the medicine and when to check back in.
I once mixed up teaspoons at home. The label said 5 ml, but I grabbed a big kitchen spoon. The pharmacist reminded me, use a measuring spoon or syringe. Dosage just means the exact amount you take.
Funny you say that. I messed up timing. My label said every 8 hours. I wasn't sure if that meant 3 times a day or morning, noon, night. The nurse said every 8 hours is 3 times with space between. I set alarms, and it was easy.
Food rules can be confusing. If the label says with food, I take it during a meal to protect my stomach. On an empty stomach means 1 hour before or 2 hours after food. Some antibiotics don't go well with dairy. Good to ask.
Side effects versus red flags, big difference. A mild side effect might be feeling sleepy or a dry mouth. Red flags are serious warning signs, like trouble breathing or a strong rash. If I hear red flags, I write them down in bold.
I always ask about interactions, how a medicine mixes with other pills, vitamins, or alcohol. Interaction just means how 2 things work together, sometimes badly. I tell the pharmacist everything I'm taking, even herbal tea or supplements.
Miss dose? I ask, what should I do if I forget? Many labels say take it when you remember, unless it's close to the next dose. Don't double the dose. When in doubt, call the clinic or pharmacy.
For long treatments, I check refills. A refill lets you get more medicine without another appointment. I also ask about generics. Generic means the same medicine, different brand, often cheaper. Is a generic okay for me? Saves money.
Follow-up timing matters. I ask, when should I feel better? And when will test results be ready? Then, how will you contact me? Phone, text, or the patient portal? The portal is the clinic's app or website for messages and results.
I like a quick teach back. I'll say, just to confirm, 1 tablet, 500 milligrams, with dinner for 7 days. If I get a rash or shortness of breath, I call right away. Results come by portal on Friday. Clear, confident, complete.
2 tiny habits help me. I take a photo of the label and write key points in my notes app: dose, times, food, red flags. I keep an allergy card in my wallet so every clinic sees it fast.
Quick recap. Check dose, timing, food rules, side effects, interactions, refills, and how you'll get results. Ask for the plan in writing. If anything feels unclear, a 30-second call to the pharmacist can save you hours later.
Before we head out, a quick recap from today. Booking the appointment, describing symptoms with time, place, pain scale triggers, checking in with a nurse, sharing your history with a doctor, and then clear follow-up and medication steps.
A small win from last week. I used a one-breath story at my clinic. Cough for 3 days, worse at night, mild fever, no allergies. The doctor nodded, asked 2 quick questions, and we had a plan in minutes. Short and calm really works.
For confidence, try a 30-second routine. Once a day, say your one-breath story about any small problem: headache, sore ankle, even tired eyes from screens. Record it on your phone. Hearing yourself makes the words feel natural.
I keep a tiny vocabulary line in my notes: appointment, symptom, dosage, refill, red flags. Toolkit just means a set of helpful things. Seeing those words often makes them ready when I need them.
Prepare one card for your wallet: allergies, current medicines, emergency contact. In a busy moment, that card speaks for you. I showed mine at urgent care once, and the nurse thanked me. It saved time and stress.
And a mindset tip? Don't apologize for your English. Speak slowly, breathe, and focus on key facts. Health teams want clear information, not perfect grammar. It's okay to ask, "Could you say that again, please?"
Try a simple template in your Notes app. Started, location, pain 0 to 10, worse, better, fever, YN, allergies, medicines. Before a visit, fill it in. You can read it to the nurse or paste it into the portal.
After the visit, set 2 reminders, one for taking your medicine and one for results day. If anything feels unclear, call the pharmacy and ask about dose, timing, food rules, and interactions. 30 seconds can prevent mistakes.
If this episode helped, tap subscribe and share it with a friend who might need Clinic English soon. Your support helps more people feel calm and ready at their next appointment.
Take care of yourself today. Drink water, rest if you need it, and keep that one-breath story in your pocket. You've got this. See you in the next episode.